Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday night. This is Christine Bertram, and I'm coming to you live from my Cards by Christine studio here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And it was another bright, sunshiny day. Yay! We always look forward to those. So that is super, super exciting that our warmer weather is finally upon us. Yay! So, did you girls have a good day today? How did it go? Did you get anything accomplished? I'm curious if you got anything off the list today. That's always a good task to get something done. So, I have Diane watching. Arliss is watching. Yay. Okay, cool. So I got you girls pulled up on my phone. So I see those comments come through faster. So I always like that. Like they're not even popping up on my other one quite yet. So are you girls ready for an intense year in review party? I think that my mind is a little bit like, oh, how are we going to do this? But we're just going to wing it. So hi, Diane. So I've got some exciting news about the project. I always like to start off with that. Hi, Elaine. Thanks for watching. I know Elaine has her wine ready. You might need a bottle with how many cards we have to go through, Elaine. But yeah, I forgot to tell you girls. So you remembered potentially watching me live maybe 2 Tuesdays ago. It feels like 2 weeks ago. I had to go out and pressure wash the side of the house, and I got out there and I got it all done. But before I got started, I was like, well, how do you attach the soap dispenser? Hi, Dawn. Hi, Naughty Nancy. Oh, I wing it as I go. I do that all the time, Arliss. It feels like I wing it a lot. These girls all know that. So I pressure washed, and I didn't have it's my mom and dad's pressure washer. And thanks for sharing, Diane. And they didn't include the little nozzle thing that attaches into the actual machine to like use the detergent. So I finally got that from them this past week. And so Saturday was just gorgeous. Hi, Angela. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining in, girls. We're gonna have a party. But first I was telling you about my pressure washing experience. So Saturday was absolutely gorgeous and it was beautiful outside. So I went through and I did a number on my house, like a good number. I pressure washed the heck out of it. So my stone underneath the windowsill it was black. It was like, whoa. So I got that thing like that close to it. I made sure I had glasses on so it wouldn't like splash back in my eyes. Hi, Katie. So I like just got it right there. Hey, Becky. I got it right there and I just pressure washed the heck out of it. So I got, oh my gosh, you girls are gonna be so amazed when you see my windowsills underneath the bathroom window and the kitchen windows. Wow, is all I can say. So the pressure washers work miracles. So I'm so happy I got that done. That was exciting. So, hey Jay, you girls are all ready for a party tonight. Hi Sue. So the other thing too that's kind of exciting is I think I narrowed down the flooring in the she shed, the bathroom, and the mudroom. So that's awesome. Thanks for sharing, Sue. That's awesome, girls. You girls know what to do. I forget to tell you half the things and you remember everything. So I appreciate you always sharing and liking and commenting. Oh, I know, right, Jay? So it's like I wish I would have taken before and after pictures. You know what? I still can do that because I could only reach around half of my west side of the house. And so I made it halfway on a windowsill. And so half of it's clear and like clean and the other half is like black. So, oh my gosh, you girls are gonna be so amazed. But yes, but thank you for sharing. I always appreciate that, girls. Hi, Francie, you made it. Yay, so excited. Okay, so I was gonna tell you about that and the flooring. Oh, I'm so excited. So I just can't wait for you girls to see this all in person. So I am cruising. So yes, tomorrow, guess what? Tomorrow, the excavator arrives and he's going to dig a trench. Oh my God. So there's no more coming in the back door. Like it's all front porch pickup now, coming to the back door. It's all front porch pickup in our honey pot. So that has been working out really good. So there's going to be a big trench all the way around. And if it doesn't rain, so like fingers crossed, if it doesn't rain much between now and Friday, Mark Cardinal is going to be coming and pouring the concrete, putting the footings in. Hey, Peggy, thanks for sharing. So yes, so girls, it's coming together here. So I ordered the trusses yesterday. I ordered the service doors yesterday, and I got the flooring picked out today. Wow. So yes, break out the wine, Nancy says. So I've learned, girls, not to drink wine or alcohol with you. After that Friday night, I was like, no, it gets me all hot and flustered and sweaty. And I'm like, no, can't do that. So yeah. So anyways, the other exciting news is that rhubarb is in season. So my mom has been making rhubarb desserts like a lot of them. So yeah, hi Sue. So yes, that's yay for sunshine. So my mom has made like a rhubarb custard dessert. She made one with the graham cracker base on it, and it's like, whew, I'm getting lots of rhubarb fill. And she always mixes strawberries in, and that's always good because it gives it a little bit of sweetness. So fun. Okay. The other thing, so we got the sharing down. Also, girls, the year in review party is going to start in a little bit. We have a lot of cards to review. I don't know if we'll get through them all, but we're going to try. I don't want to rush it, but I also don't want to dilly-dally on everyone. but just so you know too, I don't have anything that I'm really demonstrating tonight in terms of how to make anything, but there's going to be a lot of product that we're going to be going through, and most of it is still available. I think some stuff I may be showing you that is retired or maybe is going to be retiring, but I'm still going to show you stuff. So I know a lot of you that are watching me are happy discount shoppers and like myself. And so if there's stuff that you need, make sure that you get that ordered through yourself. But also, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're looking for one, I would love to earn your loyalty and your orders because I work hard for them, and I love to help you with all your stamping needs. So I don't have my little Post-it note down here with my host code, but know that my website, cardsbychrisb.com, always has a current host code on the right-hand side so that you can always look that up if you need to place an online order. And orders over 50 that don't pertain to a class per se, I always send a little free gift with a thank you card. So yay! Elaine just got one last week. So, okay. Also, I'll talk about the schedule when we flip down. The other thing too I want to mention, a few people have been asking me about how do they watch me live. You girls got it. You're on here. I see you watching me all the time, and that's awesome. But I do get a few people that are curious about how do they watch me. So just know that I have a Facebook business page called Cards by Christine, which is a public group that is open to everybody, and that's where I do all of my live feeds like tonight on. And Wendy said I'm the best. Thank you. And then I have a Cards by Christine VIP page. Now the VIP page is a special page that is strictly for my downline, which is my team, and also customers who have purchased from me generally in the last year or two. I'm not sure. I once you're in it, you usually stay in it. I don't take people out, but you have to place an order with me or have attended a class with me, and then you become a customer. So I just added a couple people last night, so that's super exciting. So just know that page for the people that are currently in the VIP group, I do share that I'm going to be going live in that group, but you don't find it in that group. So there's two different things, and one's a page and one's a group. And so just so that you're not confused, and I think most of you girls that once you find it, you got it. So that's awesome. I do have a question for you girls though. I just heard or learned of an event that is called a mystery event. And so I want to announce this now, or ask actually. I'm not going to potentially do it unless you girls want me to. So we have been so socially distancing from ourselves that, well, not from ourselves personally, but from each other. I'm more than 6 feet from myself, so I'm always here. So I'm not socially distant from myself, but I'm socially distant from you. And somebody just posted in one of my demonstrator groups that they did something called a mystery event. And I'm like, I'm going to run this by you girls and see if you want to do this. So what it entailed is that the demonstrator, which would be me, would make up 2 cards. And you guys don't know what they are. You didn't see any pictures. And I'm going to put all the bits and pieces into an envelope, kind of like we do for our Deco kits. But I won't have done any stamping, and there'll be very minimal stamping that's needed. But anyways, it's 2 cards. And it'll be porch pickup. There'll be a free gift for those who pick up. And if you can't make it, if you're long distance, I can put them in the mail for you, like your 2 cards. And I would do a Zoom like meeting. So Zoom is becoming like the thing that's going on now. I was just talking to one of my customers and she's doing her church that way and her literature, like eulogy. And so like, that's how people are staying abreast on that. So Zoom, I think you girls are getting used to Zoom. And so it's pretty easy once you get in there, but I would do a live Zoom event and I would give you clues on how to put the cards together and we can all see each other's smiling faces. And then when we're all done, we can put our cards up so everybody can see how we made our cards. And so it's called a mystery event. And I'll get myself a little magnifying glass and I'll put my eye up like, hey, your next clue is this. So I'm thinking about doing this event maybe like Memorial Day weekend-ish, because I don't think most of us can go places because we are still safer at home until May 26th. So this will allow us to be safer stamping together electronically or virtually. So if that sounds like something you girls would love to be included in, let me know. I think what I would do is very like minimal charge. I would just say $5 and you get the 2 card kits and we'd have a great interaction for it. So yay. And you could be long distance too, because I could put your card kits in the mail at least by the Monday prior. And I'm thinking about doing it Memorial Day weekend. Does that sound like fun? Do you girls think that time frame would work good? So I'm getting lots of sounds like fun. So that's exciting. So I think we'll do this. The girl that did it, she said she had 35 people participate. And so like that would be outstanding. So, all right. So I'm going to try to put something together and it can be for near people, far people, and we'll just get together and we'll have a big virtual stamping party. So a mystery party. So, okay, girls. So that was one thing. And then the other thing, is basically we're going to go through some cards. And so I'm going to flip the camera down and I'm going to show you the catalogs real quick. So, and this is an old schedule. So I think most of you have been using Stampin' Up! For a while, but some people, if you're new, I wanted to tell you that this is the annual catalog. Stampin' Up! Comes out with an annual catalog once a year. It's thick. Like this one was 212 pages. The next one is 196 pages. Hi, Katie. So this comes out, like this one is going to be retiring June 4th. And the new one that's coming out is like, oh my God, it's so exciting. We get it soon. Like, I don't know if anybody on the Facebook who's watching right now, if anybody has gotten theirs yet, but demonstrators are starting to receive theirs. And I just ordered 11 boxes of them today for all my fabulous customers. So the new annual catalog's coming out, but if you're watching this right now and you don't have this one, I have like boxes of these as well. So anybody who's watching right now as well, if you need some extra catalogs, privately message me because I hate throwing things away. And these are great to have for ideas. You can cut your stamp sets out. I don't know, there's stuff you can use them for. And I have a hard time throwing things away. So this is an annual catalog. So this came out last June. So Stampin' Up's catalog, the main catalog, runs June through the end of May. Then they come out with a holiday. This is called a holiday catalog. And that's like maybe 60 pages. And so I did bring down some cards that were from this period. And this was from September through December. So I brought down some. If we have time, we'll go through those. Then we roll into the new year. This is kind of where we are right now, is we started with Celebration. And so there were 2 little Celebration catalogs. And again, girls, I have like lots of these. So if you are like me and you like to save a catalog from every catalog period, and you didn't get one of these Celebration ones, like the mini, because that came out, and I didn't get to hand out a lot of these to you girls. I have like 30 of these left. So if you want your catalogs, just reach out to me if you didn't get them. Or if you're a demonstrator that's watching and not even necessarily on my team, I will gladly give these to you. And then Celebrations January through March. And then this coincides with it. Hi, Shar. I know you're going to share, so I'm going to say thanks already for sharing. So this is the mini catalog. So this is the mini spring catalog, and then the other was the mini fall catalog. And the mini runs January through June. So we're at the point where these 2 catalogs are going to be retiring. Hi, Pamela. So primarily what I did is I wanted to start going from this catalog to this catalog. Dawn's waiting for her catalog, but she studied the PDF. I know, Dawn, you said that you spent hours watching it or looking at it last week. So I definitely got my pre-order. And girls, I gotta tell you this, you're not gonna believe it because I think you girls know me that I am not a morning person. So I set my alarm for 4 o'clock this morning. And I actually woke up, it was 4:25 before I finally registered that my alarm was going off for a half hour. I got up at 4:30 and I placed my pre-order for all of the new stuff out of the new catalog that we can order right now. As a demonstrator, you can pre-order a select amount of items. And so, yay, I did that this morning. You girls should like give me a high five or something because like, and you would think I'm tired, but I'm not. So, because I'm with you right now and I'm all good. So, all right, thanks for sharing. All right, so these are the two catalogs. So, the other thing I like to bring out, hi Dawn, Oleg, this is my schedule, girls. And I think those of you who've been stamping with me, and I know it's gonna be really hard to read it, but I create a schedule like this with every catalog period. Basically, I run them January through May, and then June, July, and August, and then September through December. So I do basically three schedules. And so if you're not getting this from me, for those that are on my team and in my distribution group, you will get this emailed to you. So this is April and May, so it's pretty old. But what I did last night for like 4 hours, I worked on the June, July, and August schedule, and I have this 95% done. And so I will be publishing this soon. And so girls, I gotta tell you, I know a lot of you are watching, and I know a lot of you do in-person classes with me. And so if we are allowed to be in groups of 10 or less after May 26th, we're gonna be safer stamping together. If we have to stay 6 feet apart, we'll do 2, 2, 2, and 2. So I'm gonna have to cap my classes at 8 people. And like for the fun folds that I have set up already on the 27th, I have 6 people signed up for it. So when I get my schedule published, and if there's classes that you wanna take, let me know. If you're concerned about the safety and catching the corona, then I would suggest you have to keep your health in mind and don't risk coming and being among others. But if you're relatively healthy and you don't have as much concern about it and you want to wear a mask and come to class, we're going to have class. I mean, we got to get back into the swing of things. And if I'm allowed to have 10 or less people with 6 feet apart, we're going to have classes. So, and I hate to miss out, have people miss out, but so just so you know, but I'm probably going to have to cap it at 8. So it's going to be good to let me know right away. And for the celebrations that we're doing in June, I've got 4 dates set for them because I had 30 people earn a spot at celebrations. So I've got 4 different times to choose from. And so that email is going to be coming out soon. So yes, I hope, Becky, too, we can start getting together soon. So anyways, okay, so enough about that. I just wanted to let you girls know that I do have a schedule. So for those people who are new to me that are watching, if you want an email from me with this, you got to let me know. Otherwise, I don't know to send things to you. So, okay, let me get that out of the way. So, all right, girls, where do we want to start? This is what I had the hardest time with. Like, where do we start? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start. I'm like, you're not looking at me. So I'm like, where are we going to start? So I feel like we're going to start in June. So what I figured we'd do is we'd start in June and we're going to work our way through the summer. We're going to skip fall because a lot of the fall stuff, some of it carried over, but a lot of it kind of went retired. And if we have time, we'll come back around and do some of the fall stuff. So I wanted to do last summer for sure. And then little bit of the fall. And then we're going to go into January through June. Well, January through May. And then if we have time, I don't know. I can't promise you how long this is going to take, girls. I've never done one of these before. So, but we're going to start here with June. Okay. So let's put this over here because we got a little bit of shine going on. So, all right, girls, this is how we started the year. And by the year, I mean the catalog. This annual catalog came out in June. So I did a Fun Folds class. Oh, Pamela, you'd like a schedule. So Pamela, just send me an email because I have my brain on this right now and I won't necessarily catch it when I look back through the comments. So send me an email. So this is called a Dutch Doors fold card. And girls, I never glue my insides in because I like to keep them on the back and the plastic. So this is called a Dutch Doors card. So when I designed the cards for the Fun Folds class, what I wanted to do was use product from the new annual catalog. So this was the hot air balloon set. I believe it's called Above the Clouds. And girls, I have a good memory for the most part, but I can't remember everything all the time. So if I don't remember the name of a set, we'll have to look it up. So then I don't remember what the name of this card is, but this was a Fun Fold. It's like a swivel card, and it was using the Memorable Mosaic designer series paper and cutting out the hummingbird from here. And we used the sentiment from here, and it flips over and it has happy birthday. So this was garden green. So again, I think it's like called a swivel card. So I'm only going to take the fun folds out of the plastic, otherwise it'll take me a little bit longer. Girls, I don't remember what type of fun fold this is, but during a fun folds class, we make 4 different fun folds. If you've done a fun folds class with me, give me some hearts or give me some thumbs up, because I get so many people that love coming to the fun folds. So this was using the Sailing Home product. So you flip it over and it had congrats. It uses the little trinket, it uses the twine. Like last night, we made that card from Sailing Home. This is that same suite of products. So again, I don't remember the name. So girls, if anybody knows what style of fun fold that is, you are more than welcome to shout it out. It's a flip fold card, Angie, yay! Oh, you girls, look at all the people that had fun folds with me, cool. So yeah, this one opens like this. I call it like this. Is it blurry video? So does anybody else have a blurry video? Because I'm watching it through my Facebook and it's coming through okay for me. So Elaine, you might want to just start and come back. So I call it an accordion. So this is using the Perennial Essence suite of products. This is that vellum, the petal pink vellum with, hi Kelly, these little furry spider looking things. If they were black and on your floor, you'd jump because they look crazy. And then it's using that Monet inspired designer series paper, and I flipped it over and I put the sentiment on the back. So that one is a cute card. So that was Fun Folds. We did that the beginning of June last year. So, okay, that's out of the way. Then after that class, we rolled into the In Color class. It was the catalog launch party. And so every new catalog, girls, I do a launch party, and I usually give out little free gifts, and we make cards. And if you don't want to make the cards, you can just come and show up. And at the In Color and catalog launch party for the annual catalog, that is when I hand out my year's worth of coupons, that every month you get a coupon. Well, it's in a sheet, so you can cash in your coupon every month. So these were all the In Colors. So this is the stamp set and framelits that was To a Wild Rose. And you have your Rococo Rose, your Pretty Peacock, Terracotta Tile, Purple Posy, and the Seaside Spray. And this was 5 cards, and it used the In Color designer series paper, and it uses the ribbon that matched. So these are the 5 colors that are carrying over. And so the next launch party, I have 3 of them set up. Oh, Judy Immel's going to pick up her order, so it's out there. Good thing. So I have the launch party set 3 different times in June, and we're going to be using all of the 5 new In Colors, like the Bumblebee, the Cider. So that party is coming up. So watch for details on that when I hand out the catalog, the coupons. So okay, after that class, I'm going to roll into some of the bundle classes. So every month I do a featured bundle class, and they're usually my favorites, girls, because honestly, it's hard. I make such better cards, and I feel such happier sharing stuff when I love something. So hi, Jody. So this was the bundle for June, and it features the Magnolia suite of products. I love this style of card. When you want to showcase your designer series paper, but want to make it a little different, cut strips of it and then layer it on a color, and then bring in another color on the bottom, and it uses the ribbon combo pack and the sentiment. This pulled in the crumb cake, and I know we've got this guy like that, but this pulled in the crumb cake and that big Magnolia, colored with a chalk marker, and then the Mossy Meadow blends. And this one was the petal pink with the espresso. So starting with this June class, I started to create PDF files. And if you attend my bundle class, you got yourself, like I emailed you the PDF tutorial. If you attend class, you get it for free. If you're on my team, you get it for free. If you aren't on my team and you didn't attend class and you want it, it's for sale in my store at cardsbycrispy.com. I have almost every PDF tutorial from a bundle class in there since June, except for like 3. So then in July, we rolled right into the Royal Peacock suite. And I did these 3 cards, and when I do a bundle class, I try to feature everything from the suite at least once. And I try not to duplicate stamps and dies a lot. Otherwise, I'm calling Naughty Nancy all the time, which I still do anyways, and ask her for stuff. And Cheryl and Bonnie, and I'm always borrowing everybody's stuff to have extra sets of stuff so that people don't have to wait for supplies. So these colors really featured the old olive with pretty peacock, and this was blueberry bushel. This foil paper was exquisite. I know it was down to $10 on the clearance rack, and the foil paper was really pretty. One of them, the foil paper was 10, and then the designer foil paper was on the clearance rack for I think about $10. So aren't the peacocks awesome? This is a retiring suite of products. So almost everything is going, I believe, except for this two-sided ribbon. So this was the Royal Peacock Suite. We did that July of last year. Okay, so with this next bundle was, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, oh no, I'm sorry. The peacocks were August. In July is when we did the sailing home class. And we did this one live last night. So you girls got to see me make this last night. And actually, I would like to announce that there was a winner, yay! So I had made the card last night, and Kathy Jackson won that card. And so she'll be getting that one in the mail. Isn't that super fun? So when I do my lives, I always try to give away a little prize, usually a card that we make. This one we made live last week or 2 weeks ago, girls. I can't remember, but that's a fabulous Z-fold. Hi, Pat. Pat, you made these cards. Yay, I remember that. And then here was the last one that pulled in some of the Mossy Meadow with Very Vanilla. Pulled in the Lighthouse. I love the little steering wheel here. I pulled in some of the little braided trim. So this was the Sailing Home set that we did for the July class of last year. It was the bundle class. So again, if you're looking for measurements, instructions, anything like that, I have that available. All right, girls, we're gonna go back into June, and we're gonna start with my monthly classes. A bridge fold, yay. Okay, so every month I do a bundle class and I do a monthly class, and I offer them multiple times. I fill in with a couple other things like bingos and potentially some other, oops, hang on. I wanted to straighten that. So you girls know I'm like OCD about stuff. So there we go. So the monthly class for June, maybe I'll just zoom in here a little bit. So the monthly class for June, what I tried to do in this case, and we've been making these cards too galore. So, you know, I had a bunch of extra kits, not extra, but like multiple classes where I had 1 or 2 cards left where the kits weren't put together. So in this case, for my June monthly class, what I try to do is I try to feature 3 different, like completely different stamp sets. I try to make stuff feminine, masculine, wedding, kids, baby. I try to just a broad array. So my monthly class is a very versatile class, and it uses primarily 3 different like groupings of products. So in this case, it was the Bird Ballad or Free as a Bird set. It's the stitched nested dies with the stamps for this and colored in, and this was the Bird Ballad DSP. So this was June, coupled with the Perennial Essence we did in June. So girls, these cards might look familiar to you because we've been putting these cards together one by one. So this is the little Hairy Flower Center again with the petal pink stamped with Flirty Flamingo on it. So that was a June card. And this was our book card inspired by Kathy Miller. She gave me a swap card. And so here's this. So this was the Memorable Mosaic as well. So this was the June class, the June monthly class, a whole year ago, girls. I'm like, where did that time go? Okay, so that was June. Yeah, shout out, girls. When you see cards that you like, make sure you give me some thumbs ups and some happy hearts. Okay, so now the monthly class for July. We made this card last week. This was the Dino suite of products, the DSP, the sentiment, some of the embellishments. Now this really came with, I think, the denim thread or the ribbon, not the crushed curry, but I pulled in the crushed curry. Oh, this card makes me happy. Doesn't it make you happy? It's like sunshine and rainbows to me. I love the pink and the yellow with the seaside spray and the crumb cake. There's just something I love about this card. It's using the little daisy punch. I think that this set was, so Daisy Delight was the big daisy, and then they came up with a little sister, Daisy Lane. And so it made some little daisies. So this was July's monthly, and then I had to pull in Oh, this card just reminds me of Brenda Crudwig because she loves this classic garage set. She's made so many beautiful cards with this, and I loved tying in the headlights here to have the diamonds, the rhinestones, right? That's okay to bling up a guy's card. So make the headlights sparkle. So this was the brick and mortar folder that's carrying over. The garage stuff is carrying over, girls. The car, the gears, the dies and stamps are carrying over. So that was July's monthly card set. Then we roll into August. In August, oh, you're gonna love these too. These were good ones. So, yeah, I don't remember the name. See a Silhouette, maybe? It has like, remember a little girl hanging from a swing? So this was cool. So I think Kathy actually was just asking me, how do you use the stitch dies? Does it cut out the middle? So when you get your stitch dies, you can cut them into, like you can layer them and cut out the middle. And so all I've done is put a Seaside Spray behind here, and then you have your tree coming out the top here with a little heart hanging. So this was for the August monthly. Now this one was Woven Heirlooms. And that one was made, the sentiments in there are pretty. One's a wedding sentiment and one's for sympathy. And this is using the birch background. And then the daisy, we did it 2 months in a row. Remember, I loved it so much, I kept using it. So, and it's got the leaf punch, girls. And I saw the leaf punch is already out of stock. The sprig punch is back here. And then these little jemmies are gone. All right, I did this one for last because I was always, Path of Petals. I think that's what this one is. So the DSP is Path of Petals, and I think the stamp set matches. It's the Blueberry Bushel Gross Grain, and oh, here's the Timeless Label Punch. So girls, I think that we use that. That's the same punch as right there. So same punch, different card completely. And then this background, let's see if you can see it. I know that the glare is always kind of crazy, but maybe it's called Eyelet Lace. So not sure. That's pretty dark, but it's all little flowery circle things. So this was, I know some of you haven't been stamping with me since back then. So, or you haven't stamped with me back then. So these are all new cards to you. So this is, this was the August monthly. All right, so now we're gonna roll into the September monthly. So September was kind of the transition to the new holiday catalog. So I did 2 cards that were product from the annual catalog, and this, oh my God, I love it so much. So this is that same paper. So here we use this paper as part of this paper package, but look at this kind of card. So there's this little skinny band on the side here, and what you do is you attach that to your designer series paper. So it allows you to showcase the designer series paper on both sides, and then tuck a little ribbon behind before you glue it down. And it's like, it allows you to see how pretty both sides of the paper are. So that was a pretty fun card. And then I'm just gonna squeeze this guy back in here. That bow is a thick bow. So if you have bows like that, you know, I wouldn't mail that, or you'd have to put extra postage on it. So this one was a little bit of a fun fold too. This was Band Together, I believe is the name of the big flower like this. This opens like that opens like that, and then pretend that this is glued right there. So it's kind of like a different kind of a fold. So that was Band Together, and then this is that See a Silhouette paper on the side here. All right, then the last one, oh my God, this was one of my favorites. This was from Snowfront, girls. So if you had lakefront, not lakefront, if you had waterfront, this was like very similar to it and like matches my meadow. Girls, I won a competition. I've never won a stamping competition, but I went to an event. I submitted this card for the swap card contest, and I won, and look at it, flips open, boom. Like there's your little surprise. It's like a little picture card. So that's using Snowfront. I'm so excited. Snowfront is carrying over. And this designer series paper is in the same pack as this, as in the same pack as this. So that was an awesome pack of paper. This was a very, very fun card with the deer. If you have nature lovers, great guy card. It's a good set to have, girls. Snowfront. Add it to your wish list if it's not on there. So, okay. So this was for the September monthly. All right. So we've just done all the monthly for the summer and into September. But I got to backtrack because I've got next in my pack here. So I told you I do a monthly, and I do a bundle class. And then I throw in ad hoc classes. So you girls started, Diane, you're gonna have to ask me which one you got a tutorial for, because I don't know where, I'm always about 10 seconds ahead of you. So when your comment comes through, I'm not sure what you're looking at. I think it's for the monthly for September, but yes, you should have gotten a tutorial for the monthly for September. You may not have been on the team yet, but it might be in the files section of the Be Happy Stampers, and if it's not, I'll get it to you. So send me an email. All right, girls. So in July, by request, I did a Christmas in July class. And so these 3 sets of product is in this annual catalog. They had very, very little bit of Christmas stuff in here. And the little bit of Christmas that's in here was this set. I don't know. Let's see here. This set here, this set here, and I think that other one is rooted, this one. So there are 3 Christmas sets that were my favorite out of here, and those are the 3 that I used for this class. And so I have a kit left from here, a kit left from here, and a kit left from here. So girls, I think we'll be putting one of each of these cards together in the near future. So I think this was like Detailed Deer in the Woods and then Merry Christmas to All. So I used, and look at this. This uses that peacock foil paper. There, let's see if I can get the light on there just right there. You can kind of see it. There it is. So that's the peacock foil paper. This one was the white glimmer paper. Thanks to Elaine Reback. She saved my day, or that class. I ran out of this glimmer paper. I had so many people sign up for this, and it used so much stuff that I ran out. And she lent me hers until mine came in, and then I repaid the debt. So, and this one, girls, you can see this. We've done a little bit of the shimmer paint in class, like recently in live videos. That's shimmer paint all over the swirls and curls. So, so pretty. Sprig punch, the deer on there with basic gray. So this was my Christmas in July class. I offered it twice. It's on the books, girls, for twice in July. So then we rolled into the new catalog for the holiday catalog. And you girls love Fun Folds. Oh my goodness, you love Fun Folds. That is my biggest class. I had 3 of them last time, and there was between 12 and 14 people at each class. And this one was one of them. I had to throw an extra one on the books with this. So this was rolling into, what was this one? This one was rolling into the mini catalog. So this is what we're in right now. So we did this easel card. Michelle Heim is on the team, and she made this card for the Occasions Jamboree in January. And she won first place with it. And so I'm like, Michelle, can I case your card for class? And she said, yes, because look at this. Isn't that cool? This is an easel card that we did for the Fun Folds that I had in February. So the back is pretty basic, but then you open it up. And what happens is this card stands like that. So super, super cool. So again, this class was in February, and it featured mini catalog product. I loved this one. I cased this one. Girls, I don't come up with all this stuff on my own. Just know that. I case a lot of stuff, almost everything. Look at this. This one's called a pop-up easel card. Hi, Cindy. Cindy loves her Fun Folds. So this one stands up like this, and the front had the timeless tulips. Oh my gosh. Did you girls see here? This is that Path of Petals Designer Series paper that we just looked at. And then I have the little tulip on the back. All right. Then, who loves Magnolia? I know Diane does. So this one is a cool card. I think I cased it from Kathy Miller again, using that perennial essence ribbon, the petal pink. But it's coupled with the Magnolia Lane Designer Series paper. And this is like one of those pull-out cards. Oh, my little guy went for a ride, I guess. Oh, now he's stuck over here. Oh, man. He lost his stick. Oh, man. He doesn't want to stay. Oh, his stick is right there. All right, girls. That one's going in the garbage. It's not going to work so hot. All right, so that's like a pull-out card. So you can flip it up, and you can even write some more notes on the back. So, all right. Oh, now it's stuck on my finger. Oh, my goodness. The little glue balls get everywhere. Okay, so there was Magnolia. And then, last but not least, for the Fun Folds class, there is the oh, girls. Maybe this is Above the Clouds. Maybe. Yeah, you girls will have to help me out. But I think this one's called Above the Clouds. I don't remember anymore. But I do know that the name of this is a double point fold card. Because look, it like, oh man. Oh, I had that on there to hold it shut for a photograph. So this opens like this. And so you have a sentiment there. And hi, Julie. Julie, you're watching. You need to private message me your email or your address. You won some cards from like 5 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, and they're sitting on my table with your name on them. So private message me your address so I can mail you a prize. Okay, and then it opens up, and there we go. So this is a double point card. So that was the fun folds for February. Okay, then let's see here. So we started, so that was a little bit into the mini catalog. So I'm gonna backtrack slightly. Celebration, girls. I usually do 2 celebration events a catalog. So the celebration goes from January to March. And so what I like to do for the catalog, my goal for the catalog launch party in January is to do the launch party featuring celebration product. So these 4 cards featured celebration product that was available in January. And so this was the lily pad, DSP, the stone embossing folder, which I know you're not ever gonna see it here, but you girls remember the stone embossing folder. That was super cool. This featured that baker's twine and the sequin combo pack, and then the lily stamp set. It was the sentiment sent in the back. I don't remember her name anymore, but there was a sentiment sending thoughts maybe. And so this was like all celebration product. And then we all love our little ladybug. So this was the host set that you could earn with a $300 workshop, I think. So this one's a different little bit of a fold here too. All you do is, we saw this at a couple of the swap cards, you cut off an inch on this side and then it opens like that. And so you've got your strip of DSP. So this was our little ladybug from Celebration. Yes, Angela, I think that this was your first class that you came to. This was the detailed bee die and stamp set featuring, again, that baker's twine with the sequins and then the DSP. So girls, like this is, oh my gosh, this one, I love the bees so much. So that one. And then this was like the Thoughtful Blossoms, maybe? It's the Poppy Designer Series paper with mint, and then I brought in that Delightful Daisy for some stems and stuff. And then the Thoughtful, it was a punch and a stamp set. So girls, this was the 4 cards we made at the launch party. I had 36 people attend. No, it was even more than that. I had to add a class. I had like 43 people that attended this class over 3 sessions. Crazy. You girls loved those cards and you were ready to stamp, I think. So at the end of Celebration, so like usually within the last 3 days of Celebration, I do a Celebration Hoorah Rah party. So I'll pull in stuff that I didn't feature from the first catalog, and I try to pull in stuff from the little second catalog. So in this case, I love the ladybugs so much. And so I did another ladybug card, especially for Tracy Qualman, and because she loved the ladybugs so much. So I had her in mind the entire time I designed this card so that there was more ladybugs. And then this one was like the tags and more. There was in the back of here, it was the special little bit here that tags in bloom. So it went with a punch and it went with a stamp set. And then this is that flowering foils paper and then a little bit of coloring in. So that was a Celebration Hoorah Rah card. And then we have here, this was Celebration coordinating product. So this is like, I think it's called, oh girls, I'm drawing a blank, sending flowers. It was a die that was available for coordinating product. I'm drawing a blank, but it was kind of fun. All these little flowers are kind of like loose here, so they kind of give it dimension. And then we pulled in and the little meerkats. I'm losing some good light here. I'm not sure what's going on here. So hang on, let me put my thing down here. So maybe that'll help. So because I know it's a little yellowy. So the meerkats are adorable. And Mary Collins gave me a swap card from the team swap party, and it inspired me for this card. These little guys are in a best dressed umbrella with a silver handle, and the DSP is that coordinating product from the Celebration. So, all right, girls. So let's get these out. I think I'm getting lots of, I'm getting yellowy because I got so much stuff like reflecting here. So give me 30 seconds while I put these back. So if you need to refill up your wine, or if you need to go get another bowl of popcorn, do that. Let's see if that helps with my lighting here. To get this back here and move that closer. Let's see if that helps. Okay, so that got us through Celebration, the 2 Celebration events. Now, I throw in bingos. So the catalog started off with some bingos. And we have, I'm moving this here. I always do a 4th of July bingo. So the 4th of July bingo, Bonnie inspired me with this card. And it uses the blueberry bushel with lovely lipstick. And girls, for you girls that love to attend the bingos, you're going to reminisce with me about watercolor washes here because I think we went through a streak with watercolor washes. So this was blueberry watercolor wash, and we used the lovely lipstick and blueberry embossing powders. So 4th of July bingo. This was the other one. So this one's actually a card that's in the catalog. I cased it from the catalog. Oh, we die cut all night long. So girls, usually we do a really good job, or I try to do good that we don't. I should have die cut that all ahead of time, but I didn't. I think I was running out of time. But I always do like 6 bingos a year. Hi, Pam. So 4th of July bingo is usually the week before the end of June. So like a week and a half before 4th of July. Then I do a summer bingo. And I loved these cards. Girls, you know I love my purple and my green. So I'm happy to see I haven't been overly using purple a lot. Gina really tries to teach me to not use purple so much, but I was inspired with purple. So for the August bingo or summer bingo that we always do in the beginning of August, it was the Daisy Punch here. And then this was called Inspiring Iris with the brick and mortar. And so this is kind of a fun card too. This one opens like this. So, okay, so this was summer bingo. Then let's see here. Get that back there. So that's summer bingo. Well, summer bingo then rolls into Halloween bingo. So this is not current anymore. So, but I am going to show you because I want you girls to see all the bingo cards. So these were the cards we did for the Halloween bingo. So monster something and the wicked die. So this was Halloween bingo. Okay, so far so good. So we go from Halloween then we went to Christmas. And I did a Christmas bingo. And I believe I did it in the beginning. I'm going to go like this. You girls, I see glares when I look up too. So we went to the beginning of December and we did a Christmas bingo. So I'm showing you this one primarily because these stitched stars are carrying over. I love the coloring here. So this rose metallic thread is retiring and the champagne foil is staying, I think. But this color combination, it's the Rococo Rose, Sahara Sand, and Blushing Bride. Oh, so pretty. So these dies are going to be available again. They were in the holiday catalog, but they're carrying over. Cool beans. So then this card was the other one for bingo. I don't think it was as complicated as we thought, but it used that scroll folder from the holiday catalog with the Halloween set. Now this is called a dome card. And so it flips like that. And Dawn Domke inspired me for this card. And so it opens like this, and then it's a dome. So that was for Christmas bingo, okay? So from Christmas bingo, we rolled into Valentine's Day. Sarah Simon, definitely, I cased this from her. She is part of my Sweet Swap group, and this is a fun fold. Sarah Simon loves fun folds too. So the reason I never glue my insides in, girls, I think you know that. Hi, Nancy. Fancy Nancy's here. Yay. So that goes here. So I always keep my insides on my outside so that I can just flip it over and see what I did. So, okay, so this is Valentine's Day bingo. And I'm just getting caught right here. So the other card we did for Valentine's Day bingo was that one. Very, very pretty. The Parisian embossing folder using some of that heart DSP, some more of the heart DSP, and these little faceted gems. So that got us through all the bingos because, hi Ruth, we had to not have the Easter bingo because that's when we were not allowed to be together. Sad face. So these are the bingo cards. So just know when we do bingo, usually do bingo in person, we do 2 beautiful cards, and then we play 6 games of bingo. And my bingos are special. Everybody wins prizes and a door prize. So okay, how are we doing on time? We're good, 49 minutes. So, all right, how you girls doing? Just give me some thumbs up. Let me know you're still with me. That was a lot of cards to go through, but that was primarily June, July, August. We've done some of the fall and we did some of the spring, but we have another box. That was one box. I have 2 more boxes. So if you're doing good and you're having fun, we'll keep going till the very end. I'm thinking another hour, but if you got to get up and go to the bathroom, just go. Don't wait for me. So I'm going to go through now and grab the next box, which is going to be focused primarily on the mini catalog. Then we'll take a time check and see once about the fall catalog, okay? All right, so let me flip back down here and we're going to grab here. So we are now, I'm going to roll through the monthly cards, okay? So, oh, I should take a drink too with you girls. Oh, wow, water tastes so good. Okay, so I think that the reason this is so yellowy is because all that yellow is going on. Let's do that. Okay, all right, so we got to January now. So some of you who attended the Occasions Jamboree, like Francie, who just said beautiful cards, she did this card. So I help host an event in January for demonstrators, and I have it on the calendar for January of this coming year, and you make 10 cards, and this is one of them. Oh, Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, girls. Forgot about that. So this is the My Meadow stamp set. So now we're working in this catalog. So it's My Meadow, and then the stitched hexagon dies, the subtle folders over on the side here, you can't really see it, and then the poppy background. So this was January. So in January, I like to throw in a Valentine's Day card. So this features the DSP from My Heart Suite and the Parisian embossing folder. Pulled in this little guy from the annual catalog. It's a stitched heart. And then you girls like the birthday bonanza. And I had the best time making this little bow for him. It is adorbsy. Oh my goodness. It just made him so cute and lovable, and I just want to hug this little guy. But so this is Birthday Bonanza. This is the DSP and the little koala bear from Birthday Bonanza, the sayings from there. We got a stitch circle, the satin black ribbon, and the mosaic embossing folder. So that's January, okay? So after January, we roll into February. So in February, we did these 3 cards. This is a fun fold. It goes like that and like that. And in this case, I tried to make so there's this golf set, the country club set. I tried to use that suite of products without making it golfy. So we got the DSP, the embossing folder, the twine, the little elements, and I tried to use almost everything I could except for the stamp set. And I used the stamp set. It's right there. So, okay, so that's one of February's cards. Then another one for February is the Beautifully Braided. It has the gingham. I learned this is gingham, not flowers. It's a gingham plant. I made them blue. They're supposed to be green, but you know what, girls? You can make your stuff any color you want. You're in charge. You're the boss. So here's the braided punch. So that was for February. And then here was Positive Thoughts. So girls who went to the Jamboree, this looks familiar as well because this was a Jamboree card. This was the Timeless Tropical DSP and the Positive Thoughts. And I'm so super excited that this stamp set and the coordinating dies are carrying over. So we loved that card. So that was February. Then we rolled into, what was this? March, girls. This is when March, we started to have to not stamp together so much. And so I was very honored that 16 of you still took the to-go kits for these cards out of 35 people. and so it wasn't, I had them all prepped and ready to go, like the die cutting and embossing. So you helped me out there. This was also a Jamboree card. This was Welcome Easter with the Timeless Tropical DSP and the Coastal Weave embossing folder and the Champagne. So this one was a very classic layout, girls. If you're looking for an easy card, just emboss, paper, ribbon, banner, a little circle. So here I tried to pull an annual catalog product. So this is the Beauty Abounds. Ginkgo plant, yep. I knew that. This is the Beauty Abounds, and the stamp here is from actually the By the Dock. And I'm wondering if that's what's giving me color here. So I used the blushing, the Rococo Rose, but then the back is actually Blushing Bride for the paper. The tufted back, the tufted folder is back here. And the stitch hexagon die was used. And then over here, this was the other card for this class. It was the Under My Umbrella set, the Country Floral Embossing folder underneath the umbrella set here, the rectangles that are stitched. And again, this was a Jamboree card too. So some of you girls recognize this card as well. So that was March. And then after March comes April. April showers. So this was April's set of cards. And you girls know this is when I started going live. So on March 23rd, I did a Facebook Live for this class. So if you go back through my videos, you'll be able to see how to make these cards and assemble them. This one is a cool fold. It opens like that. You can see I make recipes for every card, and I use my postcards that come from Stampin' Up! For them. So that was a little bit of a fun fold. Again, that was a Jamboree card. So this one was a little bit of fun fold. It opens like that. So it's not like crazy like fun, but it's still different. So anytime you get a card that's not a traditional fold, it's fun. So, all right, so this was our Timeless Tulips. And then here I finally got a chance to use By the Dock. Oh, I loved this card. With the little froggy that is jumping out of the cattails, and I stellaed the heck out of this. So here you go, girls. Let's see if you can see this. This is the embossing folder with the waves, and maybe there you can see it. I used Balmy Blue ink to go over the waves to make it look like you can see them actually. So April monthly right there. May monthly. So you girls, I'm not going to show you the May monthly yet because I have a pile right over here of everything that's coming up yet. So we'll get to the May monthly. So we're going to roll back to January. January's bundle class was the Forever Blossoms product. So Forever Blossoms was right in the beginning here. Or actually, it was the Parisian. I tried to use this suite of products. So I loved this card. It was the black with the pool party with the sentiment from So Sentiments. That champagne ribbon is one of my favorites, girls. It is retiring. That one right down here. So that, oh my goodness. I love this card. I just have to like ooh and ah over this. I'm very proud of this. So Jennifer down in Indiana, maybe it wasn't Jennifer. I think it was Jody. Jody made a card last week, and we talked about it during the Swap Card Showcase, and it was Crumb Cake. And this was the card that I made from Jody. I cased her card. So this card I actually showed case from Nancy Billets. So Nancy Billets made some beautiful cards for me. I asked her to make a few cards, and she did. And she made a card. I'll have to show it to you. It's right here. So Nancy Billets, and she even left me little instructions on the back. Isn't that cool? So she made me this card, and I was so inspired by this card that I made this card for class. And it's different, but similar. So you can see where it's so fun to get ideas from other people's cards. And you just change them up so they become yours. And then this one is another lovely one. Uses the two different DSPs, the champagne, and then this sentiment, you girls recognize it? We just saw it. It was Woven Heirlooms. It was on that frame card that we just looked at. So, all right, so this was bundle from January, okay? Now, bundle class from February. Angela, you're gonna remember these. These are the Detailed Bee was my bundle that I featured in February. 4 cards, and so here we had the corrugated embossing folder and the little Stitch Sweetly like little guy here. We've got our dies with our bees and a hive. This one is the hive with bees around it with a little baby bow with the ruched ribbon. So I pulled in the ruched ribbon for this. So how I run my bundle classes too is if you buy the bundle as your RSVP for class by a certain day, you get a free gift. And I believe in this case, I gave everybody some ruched ribbon. So here, I love this card with the bee, and this is the heart punch. And then you use gold in here. I love the gold here. This was that from the Christmas Time is Here suite of products. So I think that this ribbon and these little embellishments are carrying over. So this was the Detailed Bee die and stamps. Now that is retiring, girls. So if you want that, you better get on that now. All right, Timeless Tropical. That was for March. So this was one of my very first online classes. I had 6 people sign up for it. I was super stoked for that. And it was yeah, I don't know, you girls just aren't in love with this. Dawn Funk is in love with this with me, but not many. Angela loves it too. But other than that, like nobody's really said, gosh, I love that stuff. Like and it's carrying over, so I'm happy about that. But this one I cased from Gina Bulow, my gal that she's on the team and I love to stamp with her. She's very, very creative. And so I definitely cased this card from her. It was all her and I just basically copied it the way it was because it was so pretty. Arderock chair, Adirondack chair. I know that Stacy's on here and Jay's on here and Wendy's on. Somebody's gonna correct me. Adirondack chair. So, all right, that one's always hard for me. Here's the pineapple. So it's Coastal Weave folder and just a little sentiment on here with some. Oh, Karen loves the tropical too. Little trinket, Coastal Weave folder. And then we have here the DSP showcasing on this card with some of these coming out stitched, so sentimentally dies here. And then I love this card too. It's the Flirty Flamingo with Sahara Sand and a really colored in pretty hibiscus. So, and while I'm at it, that was the bundle class for March. I also did a product-based class for this. There was a Memories and More card pack. And so this was a class actually in February, a product-based class where you bought the class for me and included product that if you didn't use it all, like by all means, there's no way you'd use it all. So you got to go home and make more cards. So these were all of the cards from the Timeless Tropical product-based class. So fun stuff. So this was 10 cards. Dawn just got another pack of the DSP. Great, you go girl. So, all right, so that was the bundle for March. And then the other was a product-based class I did in February. All right, girls, now you might be remembering these. So now you girls have been stamping with me online for a little while. So we did these on April 23rd. I think that was like not last week, but the week before. So this features the Mountain Air bundle. If you bought the Mountain Air bundle from me by a certain date, you got 2 rolls of the Baker's Twine from the Country Club pack. So I know Wendy got a couple colors. So this was one of the cards. This is my favorite one in all of them. So that was one. And there's some of that twine that you got for free. And then here's another card. These were cased right out of the catalog, girls. So like if you're wondering where I get inspiration, just open up your catalog and you can see right here, that's where this card was inspired from. So and if honestly, I'm going to take a second here. I'm going to show you this. So that's on page 75. In case you're wondering, really, oh, wow, that's way on the back there. That's not what I'm looking for. Mountain Air and the beautiful producer stamp set, page 53. So if you look right here, you see that card right there? That's where this bad boy was inspired from. Look at that. See, it's similar, but a little different. So anyways, I don't come up with all this stuff on my own. There's a lot of pretty cards here, girls. This one was inspired by Jay Shante, and this was inspired by Cheryl. Cheryl did this card for her Sweet Swap, and Jay made this card for Tyler for a thank you. So this was the swap, the bundle for April. So the bundle for May is right over here. It's the poppies, and we'll do that in a hot second. But we're going to go back in March. I did a product-based class featuring the Poppy product as well. So it was featuring the Designer Series paper. You got a pack of paper, you got some sequins, and you got a ribbon. Basically, it was $35, and you got to make 8 cards and all of that product. Like, that was a steal. This one's a fun fold. This one opens like this and like so. So we got a pretty poppy in there. Okay, so that one. So I had you girls... This was at the time where we were getting shady about stamping. I think, Diane, this is the last class you did with me with Becky. Not Becky. Was it Becky? No, it wasn't Becky. Oh, no, it was Chris. Diane came with Chris, and remember, Linnea was there with her 3 friends, and so, oh, I love this one too. I love the pool party with the poppy combination, and then this one was a fun fold too. So this opens like this, and then that opens like that. So this was the product-based class that we did for the poppies in March. Okay, so that was a fun class. Then I had little odds and ends. I thought I'd share some of these little odds and ends with you. So I did a private in-home party for my friends Brenda and Crystal up in Oshkosh. And I think we did both of these cards for them. And I did that. You girls, I do private in-home classes. So I know that a couple people have won stuff from me. And so I'll go through my stockpile and sometimes I'll create a new card and sometimes I'll use something. But I think in this case, I created these 2 new cards using the Magnolia. Girls, these are so simple. Like this one is just layers and then a paper, a designer on the top and a layer on the bottom and just some simple stamping. So fun stuff. So I did a beginner's class. I think that this class was in September and I had 2 people attend and they're 2 of my best customers. Isn't that crazy? So this is the butterfly set. Cheryl would know. I don't know if I remember. It's in the, yeah, I don't remember. Girls, I'm having a blank on that one. That one, I know that sentiment's from Gather Together. This is the Healing Hugs card. It's lovely lipstick. Oh, you know what, girls? Let's see how good I am. Oh, nope, it's not in there. Ha! Usually I have the instruction card in there. But this is the Healing Hug set with the Coastal Cabana and lovely lipstick. So these were for my beginner's class that I did in September. Tried to keep it to simple stamping. I made this card for a swap card. So I had to make this, I think, back in June. And this was for a Wells class. So I teach a class at Wells. It used to be twice a month, and I haven't been able to do it recently. They've been just getting to-go kits. And this was right before the pandemic started. We did the St. Patty's Day card with the little ladybug on it. So I did this card with probably 15 people at Wells where I work. This also was a beginner's class that I did in January. Oh, my froze. Hang on, girls. Can you see me or no? Hey there, can you see me? Can you see me, girls? I'm not sure if you can. I don't know. I think you can still see me. I don't know if you have volume, though. Can you girls hear me? Hang on 1 second. I'm trying to get it in here. I think that what I'll do is start over. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if the technology... Oh, you can hear yet. Okay. So, I'm not sure. Just give me a second, girls. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on. Just 1 second here. It's like one of my screens is working and the other one isn't working. So, if you can still hear me, hang tight. I'm trying to get my second video to work. So, I'm just going to log in real quick. We got a couple more things to go over. Greeting cards. Bye. Hang tight. Drink some wine. Talk amongst yourself. Go to the bathroom. Greeting cards by Christine. Ads. You guys can see and hear me. Okay, so I have this front camera is working just fine. I'm trying to get my other camera to work. So greeting cards by gmail.com. So just let me log in here real quick and see if I can get this functioning. So let's see here. Otherwise, I'll have to like improvise and you guys don't want to stare at me all night. So let me see if I can get my camera going down. So it's like I have this one is what I have up above. And I'll tell you, every now and then it freezes. Oh, thanks for the address, Julie. I got it. It came through. So hang tight, girls. Desk shot freezes. Yeah, right? So you guys can see and hear me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut my phone down. So this is what I had. I don't know. Sue, it has nothing to do with you. I promise. This has nothing to do with you. So I'm going to shut down my phone. I feel like it has something to do with the phones losing, they're syncing with each other. So the first time it happened, I was super, super stressed out with it. And now this is probably the fourth time. So it makes me feel like this might not be the best application for me to use for keeping doing this stuff long term. So, but you guys can all see and hear me. So I'm just, I'm here with you hanging out, watching, watching and talking to myself. So I'm just restarting my phone here. So give me a second here to see. I'm hoping, fingers are crossed that this will like resync up and that I don't have to start it all over. So, all right, I'm just logging in to this phone and it's gonna see here if it's going to flip over. No, I don't know if it is. So, let me just try one more time to log in. Hang tight, girls. Because if this doesn't work, what we're going to do is we're going to just shut this one down, and then I'll get live like within a minute, and we'll just keep going. Cards, greeting cards by Christine. Just let me try logging in one more time. Yes, Sue, this isn't your fault, I promise. Oh, yeah. .com. Technology at its finest. So I know that my upline Kelly tried to go live on Sunday night and she said it was just a hot mess. Greeting cards by Christine at gmail.com. Greeting cards. So yeah, it's not going to let me, I don't think. Hipper at, as you guys all hear my password. Okay, let's see here. All right, so now it's like it's working in here, but there it is. Oh my gosh, girls, we might get it. It says my phone is busy. Well, that's not cool. Hang on. Okay, so let's do this, see if it works. We might get it. Cross your fingers, girls. Oh man, oh man, yay! Holy Moses and a half. It worked. It worked. Okay, can I flip over? Are you girls still there? Oh man, I don't know though. Oh my God, I think it works. Okay, good. Okay, so I think that we got it. You girls should let me know if you can see my screen below. I know it's gonna take about 5 seconds for it to come through, but I'm pretty sure I'm moving in the screen. So I hope I didn't lose many people, but this is like exciting. Okay, you girls still there? Still there? 8 others are watching. Okay, we're good. I think that you guys got it. Okay, yay! Whew. We made it through that together. Oh my gosh. So I have no idea why it does that, but look, we can see cards. Yay. So I think we were just on these last ones. Good, good, good. Oh, lots of love. I love it. Thanks, girls. That was stressful. I hope that's like the most stress that I have today. So. Wow, isn't it good to see the hands moving? I do this and it's like, where are they? It's like wax on, wax off. So, okay, so we were back on, this was the beginners class that I had in January. And I try to keep my beginners classes kind of simple. So like in this case, in September, it was these two. And then in January, it was this pretty little stamp from one of the beginners stamp sets with just a little designer series paper. And this is the lovely lipstick that's retiring. And then this is Blackberry Bushel. This is a great layout too, girls. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So let's see here. This is a great layout. It's just like a 3x3 piece of designer series paper and then Blackberry Bliss. And then you've got a little ribbon with a little embellishment kind of stamped here and then a saying. So these were my beginners. So that was January. So, okay, so let's get those out of the way. And we're gonna roll over to here. So I brought these cards in. This was for, that was for in October. These were for, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did a class in, it was January or February, and it was called Lucky Hand. I did that same class in the fall, and we made 5 cards for each class. It was kind of like a bingo night meets a new kind of game where everybody gets 3 cards and they put their pennies on their cards. And so this was the Butterfly Gala stamp set. This one's a fun card because it uses the window acetate sheet, and we don't use those in class a lot. So it's a clear window that allows you to like see right through it. So Stampin' Up! Sells those clear acetate sheets. So that was the Butterfly Gala. And then this one featured the Best Dressed. It was words from Beautiful Friendship, but then it was Best Dressed designer series paper, a tassel, the mint ribbon, and then some stamps from the Best Dressed. And so this was from Lucky Hand. You girls really like this one. I think I've got a lot of nature lovers out there. So this one was the Waterfront stamp set, maybe, I think Waterfront. And it has the water down here. And then this is where we used the stitched rectangles to make like this middle piece is popped up. Then this one used the Easter stamp set from the mini catalog. Nancy Billets, if you're still watching, you might remember the name of that one with some of that black thick ribbon. This paper is from the free celebration item. It was like the bee paper. And the last card from Lucky Hand that was, I believe Lucky Hand was in early March. This is that birthday set. And so it came with like dies that were part of the coordinating product. And this was a free stamp set that you could get during celebration. And then you could add the dies on. So actually, yeah, this class was in March. Here we use the stitched rectangles again. And then I love this classic label punch. It's great for adding little bitty sentiments to the front of your card. All right, so that was Lucky Hand in March. And then we had a Lucky Hand in October. So I thought I'd pop these cards out because a lot of this stuff is annual catalog product. So this is that Be Thankful stamp set. And I used the designer series paper, the in color pineapple punch. And this is just colored in with markers. This is a little bit of a fun fold too. That opens like that. And so it's the pretty label punch on here. And Easter Promise, yay! Thank you. This is from Easter Promise, that one. Thank you, Nancy. All right, here is from Beautiful Friendship. So this sentiment here, this sentiment right here is from this stamp set that has the big flower in it. So that goes there. So this was Beautiful Friendship mixed with Perennial Essence. That paper, it's Mossy Meadow with Flirty Flamingo. Then this is Beautiful, so Beautiful Bouquet has some stems, and then this is for the Love of Felt, the little flowers and the sentiment. Girls, this is that Pretty Designer Series paper that is the Path of Petals. So that was a card for Lucky Hand in October. Here's this one, I had never used him before. So this is that set back on your feet with the Magnolia paper and then the layered leaves. There's one more card, and I know these were also the cards that we did for the MS benefit. We did an MS benefit January 18th, and so the cards that were from Lucky Hand in October were used then, and there's one more card, and I can't remember what it is or where it went, but maybe somebody will remember it. So those were the 2 Lucky Hands. Then I did 2 ad hoc classes. Tammy Zokolik had an idea for a class called Throwback Thursday, where it's old catalog product that's retired meets new product. So these 4 cards were like this class was done under the premonition that you gals knew that I was using some retired product. And so there's a stamp set called Open Seas, and I coupled that with the Sailing Home set. And so this like papery look in the back is from the Open Seas. So these cards are from the Sailing Home basically. So it's the Sailing Home nautical designer paper. You guys recognize the little steering wheel and the anchor. And then the stitched hexagons, yay. All right. Then this is a fun fold. So all we did is fold this back. So that's half of it and it's just folded back. And the special stamp from Open Seas in this case is the map background. Actually, that's the only thing in here is the map. There's a world map background stamp. I pulled that in. So this one was a fun. You're from Fond du Lac with lighthouses. Like this one is reminds me of Fond du Lac. This one was the earth from the Open Seas mixed with the designer paper from Sailing Home. And You Make My Life Better is from the Parisian stamp set. And then this one was the one, you girls, I love this style of cards so much. This is that book. And you know, we used to use these eyelets a lot back in the day. So I brought in something, like these are retro cards, girls. Do you remember the Open Seas, that big sailing ship? And then I pulled in water from High Tide. And then here's that timeless label punch, and there's that book card. So this was a Throwback Thursday class, and we did this in February. Okay, we did one more Throwback Thursday, and this was in March. And this was Birthday Bonanza meets Wild About You, I think, was the old stamp set. So this is all Birthday Bonanza on the outside, but when you open it up, there's a giraffe, and that giraffe is an old stamp. So I would have to say at least 10 years old. So this one, I just wanted to show you girls with these Throwback Thursday classes that you can use some of the stuff that you have that's sitting at home and couple it with new product. Don't be afraid to interchange and intermix stuff. In this case, this is a fun Z-fold. This card was inspired by Kathy Miller using Birthday Bonanza, but then when you open it up, look at that, you can't even fit that in the screen. Huh? Like you go like this, you can see it all. So you've got your alligator down here. That's from the other stamp set. But then everything else in here is from Birthday Bonanza. So that is Throwback Thursday. And then I've got this lion card here. So again, I think that set was called Wild About You. And so here's a lion, and here's the old lion. But there's a lion in Birthday Bonanzas that would have looked super cute in here too. So using some of the DSP, the Coastal Weave folder. And then this guy, do you remember him? Do you girls remember last week we did the swap card showcase? There were two cards that looked very similar to this. So I definitely cased them. So, okay, so that's Throwback Thursday. How you girls doing? Did you get a little break in there while I had some technical difficulties? I'm just gonna flip you back just so I can make sure you're still there too. So that was another box. So I got one more box to do if you girls are okay with that. I'm just gonna get these cards put away. So that was 2 boxes. Oh my gosh, is that a lot of cards, girls? Like, oh my goodness. So this last box, what I'm gonna do is this is kind of like the fall. And I wasn't planning to go through these, but you know what? As long as you're all here and you're liking this, we're going to go through some of the fall cards. Now, my only thing is don't hold me accountable for remembering all the names because I don't remember all the names for these cards. So this is the last box we're going to go through, and then I'm going to show you what's coming up yet. So, okay. So, oh man, I'm going to flip this down and hope for the best, right? Okay. So, I need to this is not in the last year, girls. So, I want to show you this though because this is the best catch class that I did in May of last year, but all of this is retiring. It's in the annual catalog now. It got carried over. So I believe the dies are already gone, but the stamp set is still available. So I saw this and I'm like, oh, I gotta share these fun fishing cards with you. So, but this technically is from May's bundle class from May of last year. A whole year ago, girls, we made these cards. I think some of you made them with me. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what I got going on here, but I'm trying to remember stuff. Okay. So we did a Fun Folds class. So in September, we did a Fun Folds class. So I showed you the June Fun Fold, and I showed you the January or February Fun Fold. So these are the Fun Folds. And this cardinal set, I am excited to tell you, is carrying over. It is in the new annual catalog. So this is a twist and try fold. So it goes like this, and it opens, I gotta look at the inside. It opens like